All right, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. A lot of technical difficulties going on here, but we're going to try this again, okay? This is the Brooklyn Teddy Podcast, number 75, live and raw. Oh, yeah. All right. All right, all right, all right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Welcome, one and all. The Brooklyn Teddy Podcast. Yes, this is the Brooklyn Teddy Podcast live. So, for those of you listening on the good old, RSS feed or iTunes or whatever, this is a kind of a recorded simulcast. All right. So there will be a YouTube version that'll be a little raw and, whatever. You can kind of see me making sausage as I create the podcast. Then the audio one, if you already are downloading the Brooklyn Teddy podcast, I'll try and clean it up a little bit. It won't be as crazy. There's weird latency on the one and on YouTube. I'm trying to figure it all out. But if you're listening, either way, thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Teddy podcast. And this is Brooklyn Teddy podcast 175, raw and live. I don't know. That's the name I came up with. So anyway, what's been going on? How was your weekend? Did you watch that Super Bowl thingy? Who did you root for? The Pats, the Eagles? I don't know. I really don't care. It's to me, it's I don't know. I don't follow any kind of sports brand. Never really have, except maybe I was a kid. Come on, it's just all they want to do is sell you shirts, whatever. The guys, this weird hooligan kind of community thing going on there. Rah, 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 tribalism. We got some tribalism going on. And, people are taking a knee. I don't know. Concussions, Alzheimer's. People are roided up. I don't know. Anyway, the best news I heard is the NFL is considering letting the players use cannabis for pain and all that kind of stuff instead of dope. This country here has become a dope pusher, fucking selling dope to people all over the place and allowing it. Like, hey, docs, there you go, make a bonus and you kill people. I don't know what the fuck's going on. A lot of people are dying from opiates, not cannabis. So yeah, like I said in the last show, the gateway drug is a visit to the doctor. Okay, that's what's going on. But anyway, what's been going on? So did you follow that football game or whatever? I don't know. I usually don't do that, but I was invited to a little Super Bowl party, which I usually don't go, but it was someone who I like as far as, their musical taste and all that stuff. We've hung out a couple of times and, you can't pass up when someone invites you to their home and they're like, it's like all suburban and from the outside, you really can't tell that's anything. Then they have like this awesome heavy metal room with like King Diamond and all kinds of cool shit in there. And you're like, oh, all right. This is my kind of person. But anyway, it's pretty good. With some decent people at that party. I enjoyed some conversation. It's always pretty good where you can cross the gamut from, talking about Slayer and the Cro-Mags and all that kind of stuff and cannabis, and then going over to great topics that I like to talk about, like artificial intelligence and cloning primates. I don't know, all over the place. Teddy's all fucking all over the place. I don't know, but it was good. It was a good little thing there, mellow, had the right amount to drink, had the right amount to smoke, spent enough time, didn't get bummed out. It was a Sunday night. Got home. Oh yeah, okay, and you know how it is, like fun times, like, oh yeah, my son was like rooting for the Eagles. The only reason he's rooting for the Eagles, 6 years old, is because he likes a song from a metal band. Shit, I can't remember the name of the metal band right now. But the song is called "Eye of the Eagle." They're a German band. They sound very much as Judas Priest. Damn, I can't think of the name right now. But anyway, nonetheless. Nonetheless, if you'd like, I usually post stuff that I talk about on the podcast, especially stuff I don't remember. I go, oh, yeah, remember I was talking about this? I post it over on brooklynteddy.com. brooklynteddy.com. It'll take you over to the Patreon site where you can help support the podcast. Yes, support the podcast for as little as $1. Yes, $1, 100 pennies. Come on. What are you doing? Wow. So what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Oh man. Did you hear about this? Did you hear about where did I put that? I had a little thing here. Now it's gone too. All right. Life goes on. Let's see. This goes here. Oh, here we go. So did you hear about a good old Elon Musk there? Holy shit. What is that? What was that all about? They shot off those rockets. They put his sports car in there. Playing David Bowie's Life on Mars, and launched that thing. It was a test to see if those rockets could take that payload, the ship and the dummy, and I guess there was some kind of weight, and they would check it out. The most amazing thing is, the blast off is great, but seeing those rockets land, wow. I don't know. I don't know. Where are we going? We got to get out of here. But pretty amazing to watch that. It was a really, really, really interesting thing. We'll see what comes out of it. Science. I'm down with science. Are you? Science. Yes, science. Okay, not religion, but science. Anyway, I digress. So, ladies and gentlemen, have you heard? Donnie, Donald Trump. There's gotta be some Trump talk. I mean, we're all dealing with this post-Trump stress, he disorder. He got elected. Everybody's like, what the fuck, He hired every Russian operative he could. He surrounded himself with them. Everybody's like, no, Russia? The people who are saying, that Russia is not involved, you're going to be fucking stupid, blind, ignorant, though. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe you're a fucking Russian spy. But anyway, even good old Rex, T-Rex, Rex Tillerson, that guy, he's even saying the Russians are already meddling. They're already getting ready. They saw some success. I don't know. This is on Fox, okay? So, and the best is going down to the comments because it is Fox. There's so much asinine shit. They're like talking again. Fox is already going like, what the fuck's going on? And they're putting this stuff out. But there's still a certain amount of retards. I'm sorry, I can't use that word, but they are. Their thought process is completely retarded. It's just not. It's not. No, it's. I guess it's you can use that word in that term. You're mincing words. Now here we go. Someone's gonna get offended. Sorry if you get offended. But yeah, so the world has gone nuts. Even Tillerson is saying, "Oh, watch out." Trump says, "Yeah, I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna sit down with Mueller. I can wiggle myself out of this in one lie. This guy can get him because this fucking Trump is a lying piece of shit. We all know that from day one. Before Trump president, listen. You can love America and still fucking hate Trump. Holy shit. All right. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, so all that nonsense is going on there with Russia, this and that. Donald Trump was like, yes, I'm gonna go speak. I'd love to go speak to Mueller. Blah blah blah. And the lawyers are like, wait a minute. But he said that they go considering what he sneaky little fucking grease ball motherfucking fucking kraut Mick piece of shit. Sorry, I'm just kidding, joking. Come on. But yeah, so Mueller is they're banking that I guess that Mueller doesn't subpoena him because he has to go if he gets subpoenaed. I guess that's the law. Who knows? Who knows anymore? Aren't there sanctions supposed to be applied to Russia? This fucking traitor fucking president of ours won't sign it. Everybody, then they're all talking about the memo. Fuck the memo. You know why there was a memo? Because Carter Page was talking to Russians. And when an American citizen starts talking to actually high level and spies from Russia, yeah, let's get a wiretap. That's a viable one. Don't wiretap me if I'm, hey baby, I want to. No, this guy's making actual calls to Russia. He's learning Russian. He might as well just live there. But no, you know what? They need him to sell out America. But no, nothing is really happening. But anyway, so that's on that forefront. We'll see, ladies and gentlemen, what happens, how that pans out. Is this investigation going to happen? And then we got good old the Olympics. Holy smoke, the Olympics in Korea. In Korea, Pence is going to be there. I don't know. It sounds all crazy. I don't know. It just that's another part of the world that's like, wow, what's going on over there? I don't know. And there's that line, that little, the DMZ, the demilitarized zone there in between, and I don't know. So if they put sanctions, is there no sanctions on South Korea, and there's sanctions on North Korea? But basically, they can't get stuff. But if these guys can get stuff, South Korea and North Korea can't just South Korea go, listen, motherfuckers, give me that shit. Or they can go, listen, we'll make a deal. Don't blow us up. We'll send you some stuff. I don't know. Everything is the whole world is just like, seems crazy now because maybe we're paying attention to it even more. A lot of people just ignore this kind of stuff, and then we've been dragged in kicking and screaming. And in some sense, I think it's bad that all this horrible shit now, our institutions are being ripped apart, and this, the party of law and order, that fucking part of fucking the lawlessness. They just fucking, oh yeah, no, they're picking on us because we're Republicans. Democrat. It's so fucking childish and tribal. But anyway, yeah. So I guess they're banking that Mueller doesn't subpoena. And then the other weird thing, Steve Bannon gets subpoenaed and he doesn't show up. Like, how does that work? I don't know. Get the lawyers on it. Get the lawyers on it right now. That guy would love to see go away. Holy shit. That fucking slob. Anyway, so yeah. So that's the whole Trump mess there. More should have probably just, come out today, whatever. It's just, you can't even stay. You cannot stay on the news cycle. Yeah, even the news people are like, what happened? What's going on now? And there's a lot of distraction bullshit. We got to stop listening to this fucking assholes, lame tweets, and let's just go for what's really going on here. Okay. Don Jr. met with a Russian, talking to a Russian lawyer, trying to get dirt from a foreign country on an American. No matter if she's Hillary, she's still a goddamn American. It's still America, all right? I don't care. You don't like her. I don't like her that much. I don't like her at all. I didn't vote for her. I don't like her at all. But it's a different kind of thing here. You know what I mean? So whatever. Let's just all straighten up. But those motherfuckers are deep in it. As far as the money laundering, I told you about that shit. Come on, man. Come on. How do you even get to? I don't understand. There's all this stuff that and they get in. How do you get in, man? Like I said, you want to get a job as a security guard, they fucking drug test you, background check, all this shit. Fucking Jared Kushner. Oh yeah, I never met with no Russian. Okay, he just fucking, and they go, yeah, go ahead, go walk right in. Go ahead. President Trump. I don't know. Here, go ahead. What, physical? You don't need a drug test. Go ahead. We'll test you later. Oh yeah, he's super fit. Come on, man. You think we're stupid? This is hilarious. Anyway, did I talk about SpaceX yet? Did I? I think I did in the beginning, right? Just looked it up there. Anyway, and on the let's just jump a little bit because the Trump thing is just ill. But anyway, let's jump a little bit to some other science thing here. So when was it? I don't know if it's recently or whatever. So they found a skull in Britain. So the first ancient Britons. It looks like, and from the DNA they could find here, I don't know, they call him the Cheddar Man. So and they reconstructed the Cheddar Man from analyzing whatever DNA. So here, Britain's oldest complete human skeleton, known as Cheddar Man, was unearthed in 1903 in Go's Cave in Cheddar George. Oh, that's why they call him Cheddar Man. Cheddar George, Somerset. The prehistoric male lived about 10,000 years ago, and a huge hole in his skull. Suggests he died a violent death. Oh boy. But look, his corpse stayed. Look at that. 10,000 fucking years ago, and that shit is, you can still tell. Oh boy, get the sketch. So, other we finds that Go's Cave have been linked to cannibalistic rituals. Oh boy, I gotta eat, right? Trophy displays and secondary burials by prehistoric humans. Cheddar Man thought to have died in his 20s. Oh man, died young, and have had relatively good diet. Shit. See, I told that paleo diet works. Lived in Britain when it was almost completely depopulated. Although previous populations had settled in Britain long before his arrival, they were wiped out before him. Mm. So there was people living there. Those gone, and boom, this guy shows up. So the Cheddar Man marked the start of continuous habitation. Okay, so this guy started it. So he's the first Brit, supposedly, on the island, making him one of the very first modern Britons. Genetically, he belonged to a group of people known as the Western hunter-gatherers, Mesolithic era, individuals from Spain, Hungary, and Luxembourg. There you go. His ancestors migrated to Europe from the Middle East after the Ice Age, and today 10% of white British people are descended from that group. His ancestors migrated. Oh, look at that. 10% of white British are. So scientists have reconstructed the Cheddar Man's face several times using the shape of the skull and assumptions about his appearance of the Britons. Most of these analyses were not based on DNA data and assume he was white with light hair. But then, guess what? They told him blah, 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 blah. They found out that no. Guess what? Maybe he doesn't have white skin. So Professor Ian Barnes, research leader at the Natural Museum here, said at a screening of the documentary, for me, it's not just the skin color that's interesting, it's the combination of features that make him look not like anyone that you do today. Wow. So yeah, so it's pretty interesting. Not just and blue eyes, because you can't get that kind of, but also the face shape. So all of this combines together to make him not just the same as people you see around today. Professor Barnes added that although this was just one individual, he said, at the moment, I suggest this is a good model for what the rest of Britain looked like. Professor Barnes and Dr. Selena Brace extracted DNA data from the bone powder by drilling a 2-millimeter hole through the skull's inner ear and inner ear bone. Oh, look at that. So they had one before they pulled out the DNA, and he looked white. The older one he had brown eye blue, as well as straighter and lighter hair. And then the latest cutting edge DNA and facial techniques revealed in February 2017 that there were 76% chance that Cheddar Man's skin was dark to black by modern standards. The discovery that the first model was so far off that the mark came as a great surprise to academics and historians. Dr. Rick Schulting, associate professor of archaeology at the Oxford University, said it may be the way we may have to rethink some of our notions of what it is to be British, what we expect Britons to look like at this time. All right, okay. All right, so this is pretty interesting. Yeah, he looks, I don't know, with the dark skin and the curly hair, I don't know, he looks kind of Asian, African, I don't know, interesting, very interesting. So yeah, science, there you go, from DNA. Well, we'll see what that happens. You know, it's a wow. I'll post a link to this kind of stuff here on brooklynteddy.com. So head on over brooklynteddy.com. You know, Brooklyn Teddy podcast live and raw here on YouTube. What's going on? Is anybody whatever. Sorry for the cough. Like I said, I'm keeping it organic. Yeah. So yeah, the podcast is rolling along. I don't know if anybody's watching. I'm not even gonna look. I don't care. And I don't care about that either. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, here we go. So let's just jump over to this for a second. So I'm gonna let you guys know. This is the secret part, right? So live here, I'm talking blah, blah, but on the other side, I stopped the recording, okay? Because I'm going to drop in some audio, okay? But here, I can't do it for whatever reason. And like I said, this is kind of the raw and live, so I'm kind of putting it all together right before your very eyes. And if you want to watch, you can watch. If you don't want to watch, what the fuck do I care? Water. Had a little water there. What does that do? Oh, it does that. This, that. No, this. Cancel. Let's do this for 1 second. All right. I'll be right All right. Okay, so we're gonna jump back in here. I don't know. Are we leading off with what are we leading off with? Jeff Sessions. All right. So here we go. Second half of the Brooklyn Teddy podcast. Let's roll it up. All right. So here we are. Those of you on the other side there heard the awesome audio that I played. Where is that motherfucking audio? Ba, 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 ba. All right, so this stems all from all the recent cannabis news that's been going on. If you're not aware, like the East Coast is going pretty fast. Massachusetts, but it's going, but legality, and then all this regulations and just fucking bullshit. Like I don't know. But anyway, hopefully it just all works out. But Massachusetts legal, going I guess full rack and being able to sell stuff or whatever. They're going to be working out. They're going whole hog. I'm keeping my eye on those guys there. So July 1st they'll be full hog. Vermont just said yes. Maine, I'm pretty sure, said yes. Philly's about to go. New Jersey wants to go. And all those surrounding states, if they don't, it's just going to be whatever. They're just going to, then they're going to cry, diversion, just fucking make it legal, stupid. Oh, yeah, and I forgot, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday was Bob Marley's birthday. So, Bob Marley, wherever you are, if your spirit is around us up there, happy birthday, man. Thank you for the good songs. I listen. I wake up to the song, Three Little Birds, every little thing is gonna be all right. That song. I like that. It's a good morning song. Get you into in a good mood. Just to juxtapose it against all the nonsense that's going on. So, happy birthday, Bob Marley. Maybe I'll throw some Bob Marley at the end there, but they won't let me put it on YouTube, but I can put it on other things. So listen, go ahead on over to brooklynteddy.com or YouTube, not YouTube, iTunes and all that stuff. You can download the podcast and listen to the full, hard on podcast. But anyway, I don't know if anybody that's pays attention to the whole cannabis thing and all that kind of stuff would probably know about this. It probably comes to because it popped up when November of last year, where there was a lawsuit brought against Jeff Sessions, and it's a 12-year-old girl who's going to be representing. So the lawsuit, which was filed in New York, is a long shot, but it represents a larger progressive push for marijuana for medical use. Okay, so Newsweek reached out to Hiller to find out the Attorney General has commented on the lawsuit, but did not hear back. So there's a lot of stuff going on. I heard it back, and it just kept going on and on and on. So it's there. That's I guess the little girl had to move from her state to Colorado to get her medicine. She was having seizures. And of course, this whole thing is wrapped up in all this nonsense that a little girl can't get her medicine, even though the U.S. government holds a patent on, what is it, cannabinoids, the U.S., whatever it is. You can look that up or head on over to brooklynteddy.com. I'll have a link there for you to check out. But yeah, it's just whatever. So she's suing Jeff Sessions for his bullshit, I guess, whatever laws they have, and trying to get that shit. I don't know how, if it's, but it's what it is. It's a good way for awareness. And we have the little 12-year-old girl who actually had epilepsy, has all these issues with her health, and amongst other people who are using the plant, the miracle plant, the miracle fucking plant. And I'm not saying, hey, listen, go wild hog and listen. It's a medicinal herb, okay? It's a medicinal fucking herbs. So use your brain. I don't know. And in one way, I mean, it's this whole, money grab they're going for and all this stuff. And I don't know. Anyway, hopefully it'll all work out. Hopefully I figure out a good way to be part of it. Cause you see, I'm very passionate about it, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so it's been going on. We've been talking about this, and I keep seeing it popped up. And after a while, I just started getting bored, because I guess it was so long ago that that it was introduced as far as the lawsuit or whatever. But it's supposed to happen in February, on Valentine's Day. So keep your eyes out there. I'll put a link on brooklynteddy.com. If you follow me on Twitter, BrooklynTeddy13 on Twitter, I'll put some stuff there. There's also the Brooklyn Teddy podcast Facebook page. Facebook, just search whatever. we'll put some information. We should just get some information out there. Let people know, if you're into the cannabis thing, if you're into the legalization, if you're into the medicinal use of cannabis and all the great things that it can do, you might want to just flood the social media there and get awareness for the little girl who's going, she's going to go there and face, the old Keebler elf. Oh boy. I'm drinking some water, keeping it organic. Wow, I'm thirsty. Anyway. So we'll see what happens with that. It's just interesting stuff. And they're hoping the whole Valentine's overshadows it. So get out there, ladies and gentlemen, make a difference. Make a fucking difference. I'm gonna play that audio there for that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's all this ridiculous propaganda going on. And in New Jersey, they're trying to figure it all out. Like I say, there's good sides and bad sides to everything that happens in the world, and the same thing with cannabis. So supposedly Phil Murphy, the governor here, has opened this up already. What he should do right off the bat is first set it up so people non-violent people got caught with, I don't know, set an amount, like you got caught with an ounce of weed, and it didn't look, I don't know, I guess they have to put it didn't look, hey, when to sell it, you're just walking down the street, got some weed. And I just recently read something in some blotter, the cops stopped somebody for some, obstructed license plate, which sounds fucked up and fake to me. I don't know. But okay. And then, he catches the whiff of cannabis. And then these people fucking say, yes, search the vehicle. What? I don't know about that. And then one girl has some weed in her bag, and then she has to whatever. So that's the first thing. They should start expunging all that shit. You got a little weed, fuck that. Non-violent, you didn't have a record. You shouldn't have a record. That's the first thing. They should open up the medical thing, open that up so more people can get it, because I know I need it for medical. I need it for my sciatic nerve. Holy shit. Sleep, motherfucker. I've kind of tried to figure out a dose for this kind of stuff. I don't get it that often. When I go over to DC, when I'm there, I chill out with some buddies, and I'm able to sleep really well, and it kind of hopefully brings me back here when I take the ride back on the bus or the train. I don't drive. I hate driving. Anyway, so but the times that I've been able to get edibles or have someone make it for me, you can't overdo it, but nothing's gonna happen. Maybe you get a little paranoid. Have a glass of milk and a cup of and a piece of toast. You'll feel better. Don't worry. Don't freak out. But other than that, man, at the right dosage, sleep like a baby. Sleep like a baby. And it's one of those things like it's a soft, I don't know, if you ever taken other sleeping pills, I don't know, they don't jive with me. Even the over-the-counter ones, those, whatever, those little blue pills that you get, I guess is whatever that medicine, I guess it's all the same kind of chemical they use for motion sickness, whatever it's called, that pill that, that comes in all kinds, no dose or whatever the fuck it is. No, not no dose. That's the wrong one. Maybe like that. I'm trying to go to sleep, no dose. No, the sleep aids, those blue pills, the liquid ones, all that shit always makes me nauseous. Maybe I'll take one and it'll help if I don't have any other alternative. Meditating. I'm doing everything. I got special things. I'm dimming the lights. I'm trying to stay away from the computer. I'm and on my own, I may fall asleep, but I fucking wake up. And then the hardest part is going back to sleep. Then my brain opens up and I start thinking, this, that, the dog, the fish, the cat, my son, my wife, Trump. What the fuck, Trump? What am I thinking about Trump? Ivanka's tits. I mean, no, I didn't say that. I'm sorry. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just, come on. That's what Trump's thinking. And I just snap out. I'm like, fuck, man. And then I make the fatal mistake and I go and I get up and look on the computer. Don't do that. And then you're fucked for a couple of hours and then whatever. So with the edible cannabis, the little thing there, at the right dose, take it right, about an hour before bedtime, man, zoom, right into it. Pleasant, soft. Wake up, you have to pee, at a certain age, you got to get a pee a couple of times. You get up in the middle of the night, you know what I mean? And you got to go. And then if there's a light or whatever, or just I try to keep your mind blank. That's what I'm thinking to myself. Keep your mind blank. I don't want to think about anything. Pee, go to bed. and hopefully it'll work. But you'll catch that, I don't know, the monkey brain, the default mode, whatever the fuck that thing is called, and then the trail of thoughts, the ring, the ring, the ring. But with cannabis, I'm able to shut it down a little bit and just drift right off again. And in the morning, if you're taking the right dosage, you'll snap out everything. If you took a little more than you were supposed to take, I mean, all it takes is a nice shower and a cup of coffee, and you're out of it. You're out of it. You're out of it. As long as you don't overdo it, you're okay. You know what I mean? With anything else. And like I said, let's say, I took too much cannabis. What happened? You'll sleep a long time. You may get a little paranoid, but get over it. I mean, if it's legal, then there's less chance, less need to be paranoid. That's one of the big things that I get paranoid. Oh man, this, that. You start thinking about all that shit, like, man, come on. And you might throw up if you overdo it, because I don't know, sometimes that green, still a plant, you know what I mean? It's not the most delicious thing, but you can mask the taste of it. If you have too much of it, it might get you a little, but the whole thing, it's non-toxic. It ain't gonna kill you. It ain't gonna, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Fucking people, like I said, people are taking Vicodins and I don't know, Xanax, I don't know what, and drink. I don't know. It's just, come on. You're just making a deadly cocktail there. You can have this, look, a little spoon, put it in your chocolate milk or whatever, put it in your oatmeal. You make a little butter, cannabis butter or coconut oil. You put it in there, eat that, boom. That's it. Like I said, about an hour, 2 hours, whatever. An hour is probably good before bed, depending on how you did it and all that. See, that's the problem. We don't have any consistency. Like, you're making it at home. Okay. You should be able to test it. You should be able to have somewhere, or if you go to me, exactly, it has this much of this and this and this and this and this, boom, 1 tablespoon. And like I said, it's not going to fucking kill you, okay? Aspirin, take too many aspirin, dead. What the fuck? I can go to the store right now and just take a whole fucking bottle. I don't know. The economy, the juxtaposition, how everything is set up. You're like, how does this all work? I don't know, but Anyway, I digress. So I will be delving deeper into the cannabis situation here on the East Coast and seeing how that goes, keeping my tabs there. And then, like I said, I'll go onto social media, and there's the little, like, what is it? Something about Sam, I don't know, some group there. That's that group, the Smart Approach of Marijuana. Those are the motherfuckers who took money from like incest. That story, I just repost that all the time. I just keep the links, repost, because here it goes. It's totally there. They found it. I don't know how they couldn't cover it up. For $500,000 given to this organization by incest to stop cannabis, because guess what they want to do? And then the next article I pull up is, guess what? That same company who gave $500,000 to stop cannabis comes out with their own THC pill, synthetic THC shit, and gets it approved. All right, so it has no medicinal properties. It's fucking lies. And then they use fucking junk statistics, and then they regular these guys in, and they got a pastor in Newark, and they probably give him a couple of bucks, So there's all this shit going on here, but I don't know. I'm hopeful. There's a lot of people. Listen, if you don't want to smoke weed, just don't do it. Okay. Just don't. But if someone wants to, you can't arrest them and put them in jail for it. It's just fucked up. It just doesn't make any sense. It's a plant, okay? There's other deadlier plants out there, to tell you the truth. And there's a lot of deadlier things around your home, okay? If you're going to use that, the children. How about the parents? Huh? How about the fucking parents? I've pulled up that statistic how many times? I don't have a new one for this year, but what was it, last year? Like, how many hundreds of toddlers shot their parents and themselves? Like, I don't see the NRA or the I don't see what's going on there. Nothing. So don't give me the children. You don't give a fuck about the children. It's about the money. All right. It's about the cash. Anyway, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I got a couple other things to do today. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me here on the Brooklyn Teddy podcast, live and raw, episode 175. I guess this is only episode 2 of the lives. I'm gonna try to, I don't know, I'm gonna try to do these. I'm gonna try to figure out how to do this better. Maybe more people will start watching on YouTube. I don't know, and I really don't care. But if you want to listen to the actual, the more cleaned up audio version of it, the way I presented it in the past, the Brooklyn Teddy podcast on YouTube. And if I did I screw this up? No, I did everything fine. Okay, you go, oh no, I just recorded all of this stuff here. And you look and you go, wait a minute, I didn't record anything. But no, it looks like everything is hunky-dory. And once again, I want to thank everybody for listening. Until next time, I love you all. BrooklynTeddy.com. Peace out. Until next time. Oh, yeah.